Okay guys, we are going to Korea, which means it is time to do a pack with me. So pack with me for our trip to South Korea. Okay, as you can see by now, I am going to Korea, South Korea, in a couple days to Seoul, and I am so excited. I have never been to Asia, so this is going to be my first time there. I'm a little bit anxious, but I will say, unlike other trips, I actually have a full checked bag to pack, and that's actually a luxury because the last couple trips I've gone on, I've only taken a carry-on. So I'm hoping this packing will go a little bit more smooth and will be a little bit easier, but I'm very excited. My family and I are going to visit my sister actually, who is now living there. So it's going to be good to see her again, and then also get to explore Seoul and just, I don't know, experience something new. As always, first things first is we need to make a list, which I actually have started. So I'm going to continue that and then start getting a few things together. I actually did pull some clothing that I knew I wanted to bring, so I put that aside. And we're going to actually have to start deciding what to bring and what not to bring. Although I just said that having the checked bag is a luxury, I think it's also going to make things a little bit more difficult because I'm going to have to tell myself to not just bring everything and actually make the decision of what I need and don't need, because I do want to do some shopping while I'm in Korea, obviously, and I need space to bring that stuff back. As for packing, I've split up my list now into different sections, so like plain outfit, random stuff, purse stuff, cosmetics, clothing, nightwear, jewelry, all that sort of stuff. It's not even that I need to put every item I'm going to be packing on the list. It's more so things that I might end up forgetting, like camera attachments, or I want some sort of like Ziploc bags and organizers for junk that I want to bring back to my junk journal, which sounds crazy, but I know for a fact that Seoul is big on the photo booths, and I think they have a lot of cute junk. So we need specifically to bring multiple like Ziploc bags, or maybe even like a binder organizer so that I can bring some junk back easily. And then things like memory sticks and all these like the charging wires and everything like that. I'm kind of stressed about the shoes that I'm gonna bring because I think I'm gonna bring a pair of just like sneakers that aren't too good for walking, just some chill sneakers. And then I also want to bring a pair of walking shoes because I think we're going to be doing a lot of walking, but I don't really own those yet. So I need to go to the mall still. I was looking at New Balances or Asics, but I didn't really make a decision and I didn't really try too many on, so I need to go back and actually buy them, which is kind of cutting it close because I feel like I should also be breaking them in. Hopefully that's all good. Also, band-aids. I don't want to forget band-aids because I need special band-aids, and who knows if I'm going to get blisters or whatnot. I'm using my mono suitcase. It's actually my first time I'm going to be using this one, and I think I need to actually set up the lock on it because I haven't done that yet, so let's do that. I think she's all set. So I've set aside some underwear, of course, crucial part, and then I'm looking at my plain outfit. I think I'm gonna wear sweats on the plane, these gray sweats, and probably just like a black t-shirt or something simple, and a hoodie. So I'm gonna put those aside. I do want to bring some exercise clothing, so I'm gonna bring some biker shorts and my black Lulu shirt, and then I'm gonna need a sports bra actually as well. Of course I need a pair of jeans, and then I'm gonna bring the cardigan that I just recently got as a little cover up. I'm also definitely gonna bring my like Aritzia white linen pants because it's supposed to be actually pretty hot the first I think like a week or so that we're there, and then it gets a little bit cooler, but I think it'll be nice to have these pants. I can wear it if it does get a little bit cooler in the evening or when it's still hot out in the day since they're light. Obviously I need the basics too, like plain white shirt, plain black shirts, that sort of thing. I might bring these pants as well. They're kind of like work pants that I got, black work pants, so possibly these. I think I'm gonna actually try them on with some things because I'm not positive yet. And then I do want to bring a little dress. Probably gonna bring this white dress, and then also my white long skirt. I do have a black long skirt as well, so I'm wondering if I want that. Also, I did purchase this bagoo. It's the crescent bag in the medium size, and I have the one in the smaller size, but I thought that this would be handy because I feel like when you spend a whole day out and about in the city, or if you do like some sort of day trip, you're gonna want like your water bottle, you're gonna want space for maybe snacks, camera, that sort of thing, collecting junk. So I wanted to get the bigger size because the small one I think could just barely fit like a plastic water bottle. So this one has ample space for, yeah, everything I need for a day trip or just for the whole day out in the city. And you can wear it obviously crossbody, which is nice because hopefully it'll save my shoulders.
You didn't miss your flight, and I'm wishing you safe travels. I bet you're feeling quite alright.
Okay, I've started to sort things into piles. So doing like pants, skirts and dresses, kind of cover-ups or sweaters, t-shirts, fancier tops, underwear, plain outfit, so far. Finally purchased a pair of walking shoes. I ended up getting Asics, so these are the Gel NYC GS in cream / oyster gray color. So this is what they look like, and I think this is gonna be good. I did want a pair that's like sneaker type shoe because I'm gonna be doing so much walking, but I do want it to look, you know, kind of presentable and not too sporty. So I feel like this was a good option, and I think it will match things that I'm wearing, hopefully. I don't know, but I just decided to go for these because they were super comfy. And also what I've been doing recently is buying from the kids section. If you do have size like 8 to 8.5 women's, then you can buy in the kids section, and they're oftentimes cheaper. I believe these were cheaper than if you buy them in the adult section, and then you also only get one tax, at least in Canada. So that's really nice because it ends up being cheaper, less tax, so a little bit more affordable, especially if you can fit into them. They're essentially the same, like I don't know if there is any difference. So yeah, got the shoes. And then also I did end up going to Old Navy just to get a basic black tank top because I needed that, and I think that will be handy because I didn't really have one. It was only $8, so I just got that, and I also just got a plain white shirt because I also needed that. And then also today a thought came into my mind that I realized maybe I want to bring a book with me on the trip. I think I wasn't really thinking about it because it's not necessarily a like beachy, relaxing tropical vacation, but I still feel like I might have time to read in the evenings, or if we do end up going to like a park or something. So I decided, yeah, I might want to bring one because it's going to be almost 3 weeks, and also for the plane and everything too, I might want to read a book. So I went through some options of soft covers that I haven't read yet, and these are the options right now. I have The Vanishing Hour by Serafina Novaglass, and I did read another one by her and I enjoyed it, so we have that one. I think it's more of a thriller. And then I have The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave, and then I have this one, Evil Eye by Ataf Rum. This one actually says uncorrected proof, not for sale at the top. I think I got it at some random book sale. I don't really know what that means. Maybe it's just like they haven't gone through and fixed the spelling or grammatical errors, but I could bring this one. And I have this one, which is actually a memoir, so I'm kind of leaning towards not bringing it because it might be a little bit heavier. It's called My Lovely Wife in the Psych Ward, and I actually have heard some good things about this one, so I do want to read it, and I kind of forgot I owned it, but I'm not sure if I want to bring this on vacation. So I'm going to make a decision on that. And then I also added some things to my list. So I realized that I want to bring a shopping bag because it'll be nice to carry things around in. And then also I remembered I needed some like sandy wipes and stuff, and also hand sanitizer and all that. And then also last night I bought my health insurance, so we're good to go there. Yes, things are starting to come together. I don't think I'm actually going to put things into my suitcase today. Probably tomorrow I will do that, so we will touch base then. Okay, it's the next day now, and this is the current situation. I've laid everything out and organized it basically, so now I just need to actually put it into my suitcase. I also got my nails done, and they're just very simple, very short, neutral, good for travel. So I'll show you what I actually have decided to bring, and I'm probably overpacking, but whatever. I also just bought my eSIM and I got it from Seoul this time. I have used like Nomad in the past, but I think the deal was just better this time for Seoul, so I went with that. But I think that's basically all I need to do. We actually just checked in as well for our flights, so it's coming down to crunch time. It's actually happening and we need to get the stuff packed away, and I'm getting very excited. I have other random things laid out up here, so like my camera stuff, and then a thing to put like my charging wire in once I put it in tomorrow. Reusable bag, gum, my jewelry. Always have to bring some like Sani wet wipes for the plane and just random things. Band-aids, and then some toiletries, some like face wash, razor, dental floss, and cream and such. Tea tree oil. I always like to bring a mirror because a lot of the time when there are 3 girls trying to do makeup, trying to get ready, it's nice to have that so you can just sit outside the bathroom and do it. Hairbrush, retainer, medication, and then I have like my sleeping mask in here, Advil, snacks, a claw clip, deodorant, and then my passport, money, everything in there. I always end up using my Herschel backpack for my carry-on, and so I put my book in there. I ended up going with Evil Eye, and then sunglasses. I'm gonna put my laptop, chargers, everything like that in there, but I haven't yet. And then in here, I always just put like my AirPods, a pack of gum, my wire headphones. Probably also gonna put the little bag of liquids in there just so it's easily accessible to get out and anything like that that I might need during the flight. And then of course I'll have to bring my makeup and everything, but we'll do that tomorrow morning when I've already done my makeup for the day. Typically, or at least for like the last couple of vacations I've been on, I have brought a lot of like bright colors because it's been more of like summery kind of fun vacations by the beach or in Europe. But this time I do notice, and I didn't really do it on purpose, but it just ended up this way, that most of my clothing is either like black, white, or neutral. I don't think I have like any bright colors, which I didn't really do intentionally, but I think it's just because of the season and then also the destination that I've just gone with more low-key neutral colors. For tops, I'm basically just bringing a bunch of simple Uniqlo t-shirts and like white and black t-shirts. I have a couple black tank tops, this Brandy Melville top, and then I do have 2 off-the-shoulder tops, both from Aritzia, just if I want to look a little bit fancier, or if we do end up going out or something. And then I have a light cardigan and then the white button-up. I of course have all my undies packed, my exercise clothing, chill clothing, like a pair of shorts and 2 just like concert tees, because whenever I get home from an outing, I immediately want to change into my comfy clothing. So I brought 2 shirts for that and shorts, and also we can use the washing machine, which we probably will need to. Then I have PJs. I also have a pair of flip-flops and I put it in this little bag. Socks, and then I'm going to bring an extra pair of shoes. I think I'm gonna bring my Sambas that I just got recently. They're light blue and I think they're very cute. And then, of course, I have my bra, stick-on bra. I have my rain jacket just in case. I'll be wearing my zip-up hoodie on the plane. As for pants, I have quite a few, so might be a little overkill. But I have a black skirt and then my white skirt. I also have a white dress, jean shorts, a jean skirt that's like a long jean skirt. And then I also have black pants, white linen pants, and a pair of jeans. Everything actually fits in there pretty nicely and there's extra room. I'm just gonna take some of the comfy clothing just in case, like an extra pair of socks and underwear and maybe my jean shorts and my other pair of shoes and rain jacket, and probably put it into my like other carry-on, this wheelie carry-on, and maybe a shirt or 2 just in case for some odd reason my luggage goes missing, but fingers crossed that won't happen. I don't think it should because we're not doing any connecting flights or anything, so it should be all good. Actually, just remembered I do have a bunch of Monos packing cubes like this, but I've decided I don't really think I need the packing cubes because I have a lot of extra space, so I might use a couple of them just to divide things up in this one, but I think basically we're okay and I don't really need the packing cubes since I have a large luggage this time. Looking at this carry-on bag now, I do not understand how I packed for like 2 weeks with the carry-on. Like, that was a struggle because looking at it now, I put like 3 things in and it's already basically full. Pretty much done packing, I think. I've just written down a couple things I want to remember tomorrow. So the things that I obviously still need to use, like my toothbrush, laptop charger, my laptop itself, actually, and my makeup. And then I'm also just gonna take my plants downstairs so that they can be watered while we are away. But with that, packing was complete and we were off to Seoul. I had such a fun time exploring the city and visiting my sister, so stay tuned to see the travel vlogs.